just completely blown away. I'm going to have to read. Usually I just wing it, but I'm speechless if I don't read this. Happy birthday. The resolution that I'm going to read to you, and Assemblyman Murray as well, we passed there was a joint resolution, so the New York State Senate and New York State Assembly this week actually voted on this. All the senators and all the assemblymen in the entire state wanted to say happy birthday to you, and we get the privilege of reading this resolution.
So now, if anyone has seen the resolutions in the past, they know there are a lot of whereases and things like this. So we're going to go back and forth here and do a little tag team for you here. And we're going to read the citation. This one is from the New York State Assembly, and Senator Zeldin has it from the State Senate. And it says, whereas it is the sense of the New York State Legislature to pay tribute to those exemplary individuals within the state of New York whose personal triumphs serve as an inspiration to all citizens. And whereas attendant to such concern and in full accord with its long-standing traditions, this legislative body is justly proud to congratulate Loretta Cesman upon the occasion of celebrating her 100th birthday on Saturday, March 5th, 2011. And whereas Loretta Cesman was born in Center Moriches, Long Island, New York, the 9th child of 13 children. Whereas her mother died giving birth to the last child, and her father kept the boys together, sending the girls to live with relatives. Whereas as a young girl, Loretta moved a number of times with her family members, having lived in Brooklyn and also the town of Bayshore, New York. Whereas prior to World War II, Loretta married George Cesman. When asked what was the happiest day of her life, she replied without hesitation, marrying my husband, George Cesman, the love of her life. Whereas they built their home on Walnut Avenue in Patchogue, where they lived for several years before deciding to build another house next door, where they made their permanent roots. Whereas they shared many happy years together until George passed away in 1967. Loretta never left her home at 34 Walnut Avenue and has remained there for over 60 years. Whereas Loretta never had children of her own, but like parents, made many sacrifices for her many nieces and nephews. Her motto is, you've got to keep on living, and she has always made a point of not living in yesterday. She lives for tomorrow and the next day. And whereas it is the intent of the state of New York that when individuals of such enduring courage and accomplishment are brought to our attention, it is appropriate to publicly proclaim and commend those individuals for the edification and emulation of others. Now therefore be it resolved that this legislative body pause in its deliberations, which actually happened on Thursday. We all had an opportunity to celebrate your 100th birthday on the floor of the New York State Senate.
Thank you.
To honor Loretta Cesman upon the occasion of celebrating her 100th birthday, and be it further resolved that the New York State Legislature hereby declares March 5th, 2011 as Loretta Cesman Day in the state of New York.